Adam Miller here, healthcare professional, right? So I've been doing this job for like 40 years plus, and one of the problems we've been having is explaining to all of you, what the work is. And one of the things that Eve came upon about it was this, that it's not so much the reason we get effects and the reason that we get good results is because of what people are expecting. It's because of people aren't expecting, right? So it's in that unexpectancy where somebody comes in and goes, oh, well, I didn't know that, or oh, I didn't do that, or oh, I didn't see that, and why? And here's the next one. Here's the one I really like. Why didn't I think of that? We're gonna start recording the things where we screw up, okay? Because I want all of you to see how hard this is to explain a miracle. That's the point.
That's the word, yes.
People go, well, there aren't any miracles in the modern world.
Yes, there are, and I have seen them day in and day out, absolutely. But explaining that to people is the trouble. That's the trouble in the modern world. How do you explain a miracle? Because one, you either have so much expectations with an idea of what a miracle is, that there's not even room for a miracle to appear in a different way and present its answers.
The problem is that they're thinking about when people go with the miracle thing and they start using that word, everybody gets scared off.
Because they either are like I said, they either think that a miracle needs to look this way, or they think it doesn't exist. We have no room for understanding a miracle outside of those two ways.
So let me ask you a question, and let me ask all of you a question. Where we are here today, and we'll show it a little later in our video, is we're sitting in front of Lake Tahoe. Let me ask you guys an interesting question. If my wife were to turn this camera around and I had her film, check this out, me taking my shoes off and walking to the edge of this lake right here, and all of a sudden walk on water. Would you believe me then?
No, it'd be AI, it would be whatever, it would be, right.
That's exactly what I'm coming to. So even if we showed you an actual miracle, which by the way, I can't walk on water, I end up sinking immediately. But what if I could? Would you believe it?
Well, that's what your clients over the years have been the ones that always started out with, I've tried everything. I've tried everything. You've had people go, I don't care. Okay, first of all, you don't look like I expected it. Are you sure that's...
Oh, my hidden name is Zot. I forgot to tell you. And I got like the pointy hat.
Come out and see you, and they're like, look, I've tried everything. I don't care if you're green, okay? And stand on your head. You've had this was an actual quote somebody said, as long as I actually get somewhere, because I'm out of answers. And that has been your clientele for the majority of the time.
Okay, so the question then is, and I agree. So the question is this. How do we get you folks before you get to desperation to actually come and see us and work out the smaller level of what's going on with you, rather than waiting till you've got cancer all over, or you wrecked your car and you can't even move, or you lost everything, or whatever? Why is it that you can't come see a good practitioner beforehand? And the reason is because you don't think it's important enough. And so what happens with humans, and this is an absolute fact, humans do not help each other unless it's a tragic situation. Let me give you an example. So here's a great one. You're going down the freeway. Everybody's groovy. And most people, you know how people are on the freeway. They're obnoxious. They cut in front of you and whatever else.
Mindless.
And the very second somebody wrecks their car, crashes into whatever, they're all mangled up. Now everybody on the entire freeway does what? You guys tell me. Why is it that everybody out there will wait till it's too late and then try to fix it? That's my question today.
So your clientele has always been made up of a majority of people who felt that they were desperate.
That's right.
what we are trying to do is actually bring what has been seen, the patterns that we tracked, and it's visible across the board of how things build up in one's life. We would love to contribute for you to not be waiting, like you're saying, to the last minute and actually undo things
while
live.
they're happening.
While
Okay.
they're happening.
In other words, undo things like Eve's saying, like undo things while they're happening, not at the end over here.
You know, I have a ladybug on my
A
shoe.
little tiny thing.
Yeah, a little funny pattern. What did they say that
How did she get in there?
insanity is doing the
She's
same
in-
thing over and
it's a little
over
tiny
again and
mouse.
wanting a different result?
There.
Well, I think that's our attempt at changing that.